The video starts around the 7-minute mark. The first part is me kind of giving an explanation of what's going on, explaining the title, explaining what the video is about. The last 45 minutes or so is actually you seeing what some of these dividends pay and different things like that. I'll try to make a little bit of a legend down below and you can kind of scroll through it or whatever, but check it out, hope you enjoy. So many old cars for sale, man. All kinds of fun stuff. You just never know. Okay, well, thanks for watching. We'll talk to you. All kinds of carpet padding torn out, box full of Nintendo games. Man, we got this area cleaned up a bit, and we have torn this, as you can see, stuff stacked everywhere. Torn this up and painted this, and this is going to be where we put all. Who are you?
I'm Lily.
Okay, get back to your schoolwork. So this will be the mining type area. So that's where we'll be doing the mining, and I've been having help here lately, and we've got this all cleaned up, looking good. 442, looking good as always. All kinds of cars. There's one we'll be doing a review of soon, the GS 300, one of the best Lexuses ever made. If you're used to being on my channel for cars and all that, oh yeah, one owner car guy, oneownercarguy.com. I didn't say that at the beginning, but as you know, but cars, I've done a lot of them, but as of right now, I'm not going to be doing as many cars. You want to see an ugly miniature horse? Ugly miniature horse. Hey Bruce. We rescued them. Some knuckle nerd was feeding them loaves of bread and stuff. Bad stuff. But anyways, this is going to be about cryptocurrency and stock and how you make money on stock and what happens with that. I'm going to show you how I got my dividends and how everything worked on that whole thing. And in this video, I've done a bunch of sales. I've been selling for the last 2-3 weeks to the tune of probably about $130,000, $140,000 worth of stuff at this point. Stocks. At the same time, today I bought an ASIC miner. And also I've been buying graphics cards, and I've got the mining rigs and stuff going in that room. I've got stuff going now making about 15 bucks a day or so. But I got one more coming tomorrow that put me up to 21. And then this other one should put me to 31. And then I've got a big order coming that should put me up to about $90 a day or so. So other than that, that's where I am on this. And this video, I know the title's a little or whatever, but I don't know how to put this out there except to say that yes, stocks and investing has made me a lot of money. I bought my first house off my profits from one of my first stocks. First 3 I bought. Marvel Comics, Golden Books, and Apple. All at their all-time lows basically. Marvel and Golden Books went bankrupt. Apple bought me a house. I think $300-something thousand off of the stock. Of course, I bought the house with a down, put a loan on it, bought another piece of investment property, flipped that stuff all around, put a bunch of money into cars, and I've still got a bunch of cars. But son, this is a long video, and it's a lot of me just trading stock, and I'd like you to check it out and scroll through it. And if you're interested in investing or how dividends get paid or how that stuff adds up, I'm not a day trader. I don't day trade. If I buy something, I'm buying it because I believe I'm going to hold it. The stuff I'm selling was hard for me to sell because I've owned it since, it sure is bright out, man. The winter is over up here. Mosquito, no, there's a mosquito. I have to put in a deet on me. But I made a lot of money by investing. I've held this stuff a long time. The mosquitoes scare me. I don't want West Nile Corona. It could be Corona now. Think about that. So, anyways, yeah, lots of dividends. I've held this stuff since 2000 to 2006. And that's the average of what I'm selling that I've owned. So 16 to 21 years or whatever. It's a long time. I don't like to be partying with these things, but I am. And I want you all to know that find your way to save. If it's putting it into your business, if it's putting it into your cars, if it's buying and selling this, or man, you can buy and sell it. You can make money in anything. It just takes a lot of time, no matter what, and a lot of perseverance and just staying at it. Investing is no different. The big saying now is diamond's hands. The big way of thinking about it is invest for the long term. I mean, invest for the long term. If you think you've got, I'm not telling you how to invest your money. This ain't advice or nothing. If you got some deal where you think you can double your money in one day, hey man, great. I had GameStop. I had a couple of shares I got between 12 and 4. I think it was 12 and 450 or something. And I'll tell you what, when I looked at the stuff and it had been up to 36, 41, 42, 43, I'm like, no, I'm selling. Little did I know, if I looked it up a bit more on Wall Street bets and stuff, I'd have known that, hey, wait, there's just something big going on here. But I didn't know, I wasn't tuned in. And that's another reason I lost. If you want to look at it as loss, if I'd have sold at the peak, I lost about $80,000 by not holding on to that. But I didn't believe in it, and I still don't believe in it at a $300 level, or a $100 level even. But can it get there? Sure. Don't want anybody hating on that's just my opinion. Because I'm a little bit more, I like to see the values, I like to see what it's making, and I like it all to make sense. Now, do I believe the new guy from Chewy or whatever can get in there and make some changes and make some money? Yes. But do I want to be there and gamble on it? No. But I wish I'd have kept a little bit. So that's the deal. 2020, hindsight, vision. And you're going to have buyer's remorse either way. And that means when you buy something, you're going to have buyer's remorse. You'll be like, man, why did I buy? I don't even know if this is going to work out. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. And if you don't buy something, you're going to have buyer's remorse. Just as the market closes, you're going to be like, damn, it's going to go up tomorrow. I know I should have bought that. Don't be emotional about it. Live in the now. Keep moving, keep saving, keep investing. This is a very long video, and there's a lot of information in here. Enjoy. Crypto is coming on strong. You're going to see me investing a lot into that and into the mining of such. And that's that. Hope you enjoy. Scroll through, check it out. It's no doubt. It's easy to make money doing something you like. And I like the stocks, and I like investing in a company that I think you're going to hit it, man, and it's fun. So do what's best for you. Don't do what I do. Don't do what I'm saying in this video. I'm just talking about what I believe in, not advice. Go for it. Check this out. We'll talk to you. Check out some of my other videos. There's all kinds of them on here. All right. Like I said in the intro, I haven't been making as many videos lately, but this is how my day went. Sell, 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 sell. I bought right at the end of the day. But I'm going to jump right into it. A lot of this has to do with, look at this, PayPal is going to take cryptocurrency. Think about that. You can get Bitcoin and Ethereum and Bitcoin Gold or Bitcoin Cash on PayPal now. So this is for my Coinbase I wanted to see what PayPal had to say about all that. So PayPal is accepting crypto. And so I'm moving some of my money that way. And now I'm not throwing it all in that way right now, because honestly, over here, if you look, it seems like there's a bit of it's went up a lot. I don't know. And like, it's came down a lot. It was at 60, it's came back down to 53. There's no telling. The Bitcoin could be $1 million plus easily. Just figuring lots of different ways. And when people who haven't looked at it at all hear that, it sounds crazy. But I mean, back here, Bitcoin was 8,800 bucks back in 20 on 3/1. So about, here we go. What's that? Could have bought in the nines, 9,300 or so. Crazy. So 9,300 to 60 grand, now down to about 53. Now I don't know where that puts that. This coin definitely unique. It's something I want to hold, but I'm waiting to see what happens. Now at the same time, I am mining, and I don't know if I can show that. So you can see here I'm making 1021 a day, mining that fast, and I have mined the past 2.5 to 3 weeks. This, plus I have a couple other accounts, Cryptex and Kudo Miner, and they're running here at 46 and 41. They go up and down, but these are laptops that I'm using, and Nice Hash is a really easy way to do it. So you've seen me asking about cards and stuff, so I'm going to have to show the cards and show what I'm talking about here. So I'm going to close some windows. It's really confusing. And look at this. This was an awful day for me. And I'm just going to jump right in here. There's no, whatever. I've made a lot of money in the stock market. And I've got 4 accounts of stocks, or five. And today, this particular account, which is the biggest one, the others aren't small, but they're smaller than this. I lost 9 grand, man. That is like
basically 2.5% of my money, or yeah, about 2.5%. It's a lot of money, a lot of money. I don't want to lose that kind of money, but I'll show you buying and holding, kind of flipping things around. I'm not a big day trader, or I tried that and I did that, and I got out of Priceline right before it fell through the floor. And that's back in like 99 to 01, whenever that big crash was. But that happened more too. That's even if you had the stock at Priceline at what it was then. Yeah. But for instance, I wanted to show some things about investing. It's been this particular stock here. I lost 1659, lost 915, 34, and this is a penny stock. I've been into them for a long time and still am. And this is a very high quality techie stock. In fact, they launched. They still own Tinder. They own Match.com. Basically, if it's a popular site, Plenty of Fish, all the dating sites, they own them. Not all of them, but all the major ones. About a dozen. Um, I actually got this stock. It bought out my Ask Jeeves, and I had bought into Ask Jeeves at about 75 to 95 cents a share. And I think I put about, I don't know, man, $1,500 maybe in them, maybe 18 at the most. And this stock, I started out with 41. They've paid me some dividends, but the main dividend, well, you can look here. It's up 6,668%, $10,000 gain. Value is 10,279. So I had, so you minus this number from that number, that's what it cost me. So for about $150, I have $10,000 in stock. That's quite a gain. Um, Quite a gain. Now I've sold some of it, and they've given me more. There's extra 5 shares there about they've given me. Um, but they also gave me. They spun off this one. It's Expedia, and I think I just sold about 4 grand worth of that, 3 grand worth of that over the last while. You know what? This one is 526%. So it's free. This cost me nothing. They gave me this. This is now $1,000, and I've already sold 4 or so. That's big dividend. And not only that, I reinvest my dividends. So here's what I have here, and all this has been dividends, and it's up how many percentage? Lots of percentage, and lots of transactions. This year alone, in 2020, last year, whoa, they gave me 1,800. What in the heck? They gave me $1,800, $830, and $60. That's one hell of a dividend. And I remember looking at this, they paid this out on 3/13 of 20, right before the pandemic. But it's a great stock, and I really had a hard time battling myself selling some today. I didn't want to sell, but I feel the market's high, high, and lots of stuff. It's very high. I had never sold any of this, and I bought this back in '05. So in '05, I paid, where is it? I paid 35 a share. It's 57 now. So I'm only up 58%. But the problem is, it's not a problem at all. I only bought 60 shares of it. Actually, I bought 85. And I just sold 25 shares today. So out of buying 85 shares, I had 165. That is 25 I sold. That's a lot. And it's a lot up because everything that's underneath this 60 was free. And look at this, is like 1.5 shares. I mean, right after I bought it in '07, when they started doing dividends, they were almost giving me 1 share each. This is '07, '07. Wow. One, two, three. So they gave me 2.5, more than 2.5 shares there. Full share. And that's 3.5 shares. 3 shares, let's say. Yeah, 3. In 1 year. And it kept adding. And this year in 2020, they gave me, well, in 2021, they've already given me $107. They gave me almost 2 shares. Last year, they gave me 177, 171, 169, 164. That's cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shares almost. So that's a lot of money. Cool. It's all free money. I want to call it free money, whatever. It's not free money, but it's a dividend of the sort when they spun that off. And not only did they spin off Expedia, I was wrong about them. They own a part of this company still, but Match.com is that. They are the ones that own all that. And they keep paying me out dividends too, man. I, it's crazy. Crazy. Just bringing money in. I don't know. Look at this. They just paid me $603. Now, I did have 14,000 of that a while back. And I've been selling actively. I own some NVIDIA. I've lost money on NVIDIA because I bought it in the last 2 weeks. And I'm buying it at a pretty high price, but I wanted some NVIDIA. I've been on that for a long time. Some of these gains, like FBEC, this is an amazing company. They went from 0.0001, and I just loaded up because they screwed me at one point. They just totally screwed me. And I had good money in there, and they reverse split and left me with nothing. So I bought 14 or 17, 14 million shares in this account and 3 million in my retirement. And I've been selling them off. This here's up 1,200%. I mean, I've got 300 bucks in that 3,300, but I sit on it a long time. That's 6,000%. What is this? Charter. I only got 5 shares. It's worth 3 grand. But just different stocks, different things. I wanted to show how dividends work. And that right there, getting companies is the first way that the dividends work for you. Another way that they can work for you, or do like this was free. Live Nation. I think that came from that one company, IAC. I've got lots of penny stocks, and they may be up 527%. They may be down. I have stocks. It's not all about, wait till you get to the bottom of this list. Lending Tree, I'm 99% sure that came from IAC too, or also. This has been one I've been buying recently, and that's another reason why it's down is because I bought in pretty high, and then, yeah. Oh man, I bought that other 25 shares in the wrong account. But I bought at 22 and 23. Then I bought again today at 17.50. But it could go down to 13. I just want to be in it's Fisker. Like this one is really cool in mining. Bill Gates has supposedly invested a lot of money into it. That was free somehow. I forgot. It's vacations, Marriott vacation. It's when I own Park Place Entertainment. This stuff, look, it's getting down to where some pretty big losses here. Look, it's a $4,400 loss. Not a mistake. I lost 91% of that investment. They spun off a couple companies that I have, but they're basically worthless. I did make some money on this stock because I had a million shares or so, maybe more. And yeah, a lot more. Wow, I had a lot of that stock. But I sold a lot. The Globe.com, man, that was one of the first big companies around. I loaded up shares at a penny in another account, and I got like 100 and something thousand of them there. It's went up so many fold from a penny. This wasn't at a penny. This I paid a lot more. I pay a nickel, but and there's not many shares there because they kind of reverse split me out of it. I own that. That's '01. Look at that one. That's right before they went bankrupt, I think. In fact, that probably is right before they went bankrupt with big old stock.com bubble or whatever. I so wanted this to work out, cars.com, but not really working out. Microsoft is hot. I got this much left because I sold everything in this count except for that fractional. So now you look where it is now. So I'm losing 79, 622. This one lost 2,100 bucks. I only got $100 left. Now that, watch this. I got $7 left. I lost all, might as well just say all the money. This was one of them free companies. That's why I've only lost half of my money and I only have that amount. So now you see the lowest. I have 1 penny in EMI. That's because they reverse split on me. Actually, a highly active stock right now. And you can see right here that hey, that chart. If you'd have bought a bunch more, held on or whatever, this is one day. a month. It came back down. But look at the 3 month. Made a jump from 0006. Excuse me, low of 0002. You can watch right here and it shows you right in that line. But 0002 all the way to a peak of 00. Wow, 70. That's crazy. Cray cray. But whatever. I'm just showing some different things. Look at this. Look at this jump. They were in the 0001, 0002 range. So anybody who invests at that point, they're in the money. Problem for me is I've held that stock and got reverse split out of it long ago, long before this even. I was reverse split out of it right here somewhere, I think. But look at that. That was 008. How could 0.08? Huh. On the max, 3 cents. When did I buy this crap stock? This is at a time when I was just putting money into penny stocks. 03. I've held that since 03. Lost all my money. Lost all my money. Down here, we're in the ones that don't show as much what I lost here, but it was a lot more than $4 because they reverse split it so many times. All these, this is a huge. This was a studio. I lost 10 grand. I have lost a lot of money on it. So that's an overview of this, and you see how much free stock Verizon gave me as a dividend paying thing. And then I want to show you the retirement account, which is supposed to be a lot more, what do you call it? A lot more conservative. Look at the red. And what matters for long term is over here on these two columns. This is today, man. This is my day. It's shitty. That's $1,600 on APRU. I got strong hopes for that company nowadays. It's taken on by new management, and I actually know who it is, and they really care about the company. You look on their website and stuff. Great, great company. And I've invested a bit and made a good return on it. It's a short amount of time. Well, years, short amount of time. I say short amount of time, meaning I started thinking about that 2015 or something as a short amount of time for me. Because these stocks here, like this is not a stock, it's a mutual fund. Oh, they don't have my date. But '07 was the first dividend. And I want to say something about mutual funds. Everybody needs some mutual funds in your portfolio. Now, I've been selling some of mine because, and I might do a video about what mutual funds do and how they work and why you should have it. If you're interested in that, put some info down below and tell me what you're interested in. I'll make a video. But Sony, oh my God. I wish I'd have bought so much more Sony. I got Sony at 814. Made 1,100%. Minus this number from that number, that's what I paid. Paid 900 bucks for 11 grand worth of stock. And I've already sold off 5-6 grand of that. Watch this. Same time, '06 or so. But it went down a bit today. I'm not happy with the economy. I probably had about 75 shares, and I've sold, you know what? I probably had closer to 100 shares. I did. I had 100 to 150 shares. And over the years, I sold a few. So, but there's 54 here. I have 104. They've paid me out 50 more. And you can see by the year and how much. Watch this, 2020, they gave me 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks, 50 bucks. Just twice a year, it's about 50 bucks. They never really gave me, what is that? Oh, I must have bought another 40. Yeah, they haven't paid out as high of a dividend as I was thinking. But still, it's a pretty high dividend, 150 bucks. Yeah, they're not paying out the highest dividend, but I've owned it a long time and got a lot of extra from it and definitely made the money on the share price. QQQ is a great stock. It's more of a mutual fund type stock that invests in, we'll get into all that's a different thing, but they've definitely paid me out some dividendal features as well. So all the dividend, crazy. Not a very high one, but a lot. Okay, I'm just going to go through and click on the mutual funds. Like this is a mutual fund. This is a mutual fund. This is one. This is one. Stamps.com. I got this for right around, you know what? This price changes as I sell it. And it's split, but I paid about $8 a share pre-split. I think I have about a buck a share. I've only got about 44 left, so I had 200. And over the last years, eh, yeah, I think so. Because this was moved in and E-Trade got, DLJ Direct got bought out. So, whatever, there's been a lot of dividend here or there. None. I don't know why they paid me, but there's a lot too because they paid me this in a dividend. I don't know why, anything else. But I've sold a lot of that off. I've got 8 grand. But these are mutual funds here. These two, some more. I actually own a chunk of Microsoft over here. This was a big gamble for me. It's the only company that was ever on Shark publicly traded, and they're in a lawsuit, and it might be over, but it's a huge. It could be $350 million lawsuit on a company with a small market cap, not a lot of shares out there. It's a total gamble, and I've already sold quite a bit of it off. I had a lot. And I wanted to take some profit. This is the mutual fund. What I wanted to show you on the mutual fund, this is a marijuana mutual fund. Basically, I think this, and I've bought quite a few times here. They paid me out a dividend last year. They sure did. But I've been buying whenever I can on this one, and up 50%. And I only opened my position on this 11, 12, 19. Did I really? Wow. Time flies. So it's been a year and a half, a year and 4 months. There you go. Wow, time flies. But I've got a lot more shares in that first 75 now. And when it went down, here's a dollar average buying. I bought in there. Then went down. I bought some here. I bought some here. I bought some here. They paid me a dividend. That's good. I bought some here. And actually, it went all the way up to 29, 28. It came down in the recent. The pot stocks are pretty volatile. During the pandemic, what is this? 3-2. They were already down a bit. And I got a small position on them, 40. And then I wish I'd have just thrown so much money at this when it was down this low, man. On this day, on the 16th, that was D-Day, man. That was some low stocks, big time. And I wish I could have had 100 grand, million. Who knows? Pick a fictitious number. I'd have thrown it all at the stock market because this has went up, what, 102%, 75 shares, about half of it. Mostly it came up that, yeah, this is 1 year. Basically exactly 1 year. This one, too. This was a pandemic stock. Watch. Oh, what? That's not a pandemic. For me, this was. It made 102. For me, this was also a pandemic stock. It's like they own a bunch of Hilton. Not a bunch of Hiltons or Armadas or, no, not Marriott's or Hilton. Uber, 103. Pretty interesting how Uber and Lyft came up the same amount. And Uber, I got into it a bit earlier. I think, yeah, 12, 6, 9. I just had to get some Uber stuff. And, man, but it never really went down that much until the 16th. And then should have bought a lot more because 19 is now, I lose track when I click down. That's the number of shares. $52. Jeez. Getting confused. It's 60 bucks for Lyft. Crazy. Okay. Oh, American Express. That was another stock I bought in the pandemic. It's only up 60%. Quite a bit safer investment for the likes. This was a gamble pot stock. I'm up quite a bit. But FBC, there's more of that other gamble. So, yeah, lots of different stocks. I'm going to show you something about the mutual funds in a different video. Or maybe this one. Getting pretty long. Bottom. You can tell this is a more conservative one because I have less stocks that have flunked out completely. But and when you see this, I lost a heck of a lot more than that. That's for sure. Because they reverse split me down to $1.49. So whatever. That's the point. That's the stuff. I got more Fisker here that I bought today, and it went down less than 1% right after I bought it. I've been thinking about closing out some of these smaller positions. AudioVox has made me a mint over the years. I think I bought it for $2 a share. So I have really went over the stocks here, and before I go, I'm gonna do more thing. Look at this, AT&T for a long-term, long bet stock. I just bought these right here, but I'm gonna have to show you something in the other account. T 5 year, that's their down 5 years, and they're bleeding customers. They have landline business from 41 down to 29. Look at all. Put this in the right way. Look at all. Back in the 80s, it was $5 a share here, and it peaked out around the time of the big bubble there. I don't know what that was. $58, 56. My little screener thing isn't right. Cursor isn't working. My cursor's working. But you can see that they were making a down here, but they were coming back up here for quite a while. Even though they're bleeding all these subscribers and like that really hurt them here. It took them a long time to go from the big crash to this. And sadly enough, by the time they got to the big to get to come back, then it was, I think, the housing crash, whatever, in 08, 09. So that went down. But then they keep coming back up. They're resilient. And then in the last year, especially, you see they've came down. That's the last year right there. But they were already in a downward little thing for 1, 2, 3 years. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, this is 2020. My cursor's not working. So whatever, they're coming down a bit, and I like this company, and I'm investing in this company, and I've put another 100 shares I just bought there. That was another investment recently. Look at this. They're losing money. We never think AT&T be losing money, but sure enough, they are. They pay out 7% to own this stock. 7% you get. Put in $1,000, $70 a year interest, just like that. So that's kind of cool. I got faith in them that they can bring this loss into a gain because they own HBO, man. They own HBO, the new demand service, the Netflix competitor. And Netflix, oh my God, that made me a lot of money. That I $300,000 on Netflix profit off of an $890 investment. It was the best thing since Apple. Apple for me made me about the same. I bought my house from my Apple. So lots of stock that I've invested in over the years, and whatever. This is AT&T. It's kind of a stock that you should look into. None of a cost you should look into. None of this is advice for you to buy AT, but they've been rather solid. And even in a pandemic, they only fell. Watch this. 5 years. They fell from 39, 30. They were right before the big drop. They were at 38, 37, and then boom, it fell to $28 where they are now. Now, every other company around has recovered. AT&T, on the other hand, has not recovered. Now, I'm sure there's lots of underlying reasons, but just don't have the oomph that everything does. Now, look at the buys. It's very rare you see 4 of these in a row. This guy's neutral. This is a very, very bullish chart. And, that just, I don't look at these charts as often as I should. I want to buy more right now, and the market's closed. I don't know why I don't get extended hours trading. It takes it right off if we do that. I'm supposed to be able to buy, man. Look at that chart. One day, 3023. Stuff's, man, it would have been, and it goes up little bits because it pays so much interest. But this would have been a great day. Something happened here in the market the other day, and I went from being down 1,600, 2,500 bucks to being down 9,800 at one point. It settled in at 89.75. Sickening. Sickening. But yes, let's see. Yeah, 89.25. Jeez. Okay, so let me show you this here. This is MedMen, medical marijuana. That's morning. So here we go. I'm going to click on all my mutual funds. We're going to go from the bottom up. Where are we at? Ministry X. Habit. Advance. Each one of these have a specific reason I bought them. And I'm going to call this a mutual fund just because it essentially is. And yeah. Okay, so watch this. Let's just go with this one. And I just sold $2,000 worth of this today. Original 23.166. And it's because I invested a dollar amount and not a share amount. But it doesn't really show that I've made any money on it. It shows I made a 48% gain. Problem with that way of thinking is this was bought in like 05, 06. By 07, they're paying me interest. 3 and 594, 334. This is crazy. 1 year, $600 interest, and I didn't have $15,000 in it back then because I didn't have all that interest they're paying me, and they keep paying me interest. 14. They gave me 653. It's such a high interest. Watch this. 2019, one payment of $1,900. 2020, one payment of 312, one payment of 2,000. It's insane. It just so it's basically all profit. It's all profit. Kind of cool. Except for that 11. I added that almost guaranteed. Huh. Well, that's that one. And that's all free. My point about this is here's the next one, QQQ. Them. All that stuff is free. A lot of free. Was that QQ? Sure was. Eaton Vance healthcare sector one. I got 628. I had more today, but I just sold 1,800 bucks. And in 05, they were already paying me out littles, but in 07, 06, original investment there, 1,400 about. But I had brought this over from another when they bought out DLJ Direct. Basically, it starts it over, and they lost track of what. But it was already paying me. Part of this is interest. Man, they started cranking it up on 07, 08, 105, and 465. 12 was a big year. For some reason, in 12, they pay me 362, 279. They're just paying money, all kinds of it. Not money, it's shares. I reinvest all my dividends. In 20, they gave me 525 bucks or so, 520. Lord Abbott, they have paid me an extra $6,000 in stock on this, and I've sold 5,000 of this over time. It just keeps paying me more shares because I don't take my money out. And I keep reinvesting. I do take my money out now and then. Once every 3 to 5 years, I have like a reckoning. And right now, I'm having one because of the bubblish nature of the world right now we're living in. Look at all these free stocks. Not kidding. These things made me some money. And it's just not the most, what would you call it, glamorous of investments. But I'll tell you what, the dividends are glamorous. So whenever you see this and stuff under it, that's going to mean that that's the stock or mutual fund. This one here, I didn't expand because it wasn't a mutual fund. I'm going to go from the bottom now, and I'm going to just push this arrow up here, and we're going to see how many dividends roll by us. And we know they're all going to roll by us. I'm just saying, all this was free stock. Think about how long silence is. It's crazy. That was all free. So that's my video on the stock market for the day and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do on making this stuff. I know this. If I look at my orders, watch this. Trading. Come on. Trading orders. Today, I didn't sell much on the SEP, but on my individual, this here is today alone from here up. I sold 10 of the New York Times at $50. I sold some of that big gamble in Match.com, Expedia, Live. They sell tickets. Trip, TripAdvisor, Verizon, LVVV Charter, PGJ. I sold some stock. Yesterday I did the same thing. Bought these two, but I sold 6 IAC yesterday. And today it went down. I knew sort of a bubblish type thing coming. So I've been selling and I've racked up lots of sales just getting out of this stuff. And I'm going to reinvest it. I'm going to have some miners. I'm just being very cautious about how I'm buying my cards. And what I've sold 66,000 plus 19,000, 76, and 86. Plus I've sold around 100 grand worth of stock this week, between this week and last week, meaning in the last week. There you go. Last Tuesday or so, Wednesday, I've sold 100 grand worth of stock, just getting rid of stuff because I do not want to have it online right now. None of this is advice. Once again, I'm just doing what I'm doing. I do enjoy going over here every once in a while and looking at my miners. They're been down a little bit in their profitability at the moment. Difficulties increased or something like this or that. I don't know what the deal is, but I just know that my little miner ain't making as much as my little miner. But I'll tell you this, still got 165. That was, I'll bet you'd be close to 185 right now if Bitcoin wasn't going down so much. That's why this one's went down a little deep. Maybe one of my fans. I got fans blowing on. Like, interesting stuff. You really should look into some cryptocurrency. There's videos you'd like to watch on it. I check out Boss Coin, Red Panda Mining, and Son of a Tech, Brandon Coin. For really, there's a lot more. I can't off the top of my head trying to leave very long. And you get in the New Egg Shuffle, get a nice graphic cards. Here's what the graphic cards are going for. This is a $6.99 to $8.49 retail graphics card, and this isn't the most expensive one. It's full want cards, and they're good, big money. Okay, well, thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, whatever it is. I got things open to bid on cars at the auction. I got things open because I got an escrow closing for Stewart Title. I got, oh God, I'm looking for graphic cards. I got so much going on in this thing. Take a look at Bitcoin before we go. It's running right about the same. Just running right about the same as it was a little earlier. I really like the Ethereum too. Um, got a lot of crypto. Can I look at holdings? How do I do this? I guess the big pie, but I don't like their pie because this is the other. They lump everything over together. But um, no, that's not it. Not a big boy. I'm not an OTC guy. I don't want that. Stop. I got Doge. Got Doge. Okay, well, I can't find it. Man, there was a way that you can look at stuff on here, and I felt really cool about myself because I just figured it out. But I might cut this part out because this is just stupid. I can't believe I can't find this. I'm gonna do something. I have to do this. I have to do it on video and bore you. You can leave. Go on out the door. Go on. Man, how do I see my damn holdings? Oh, they took them all away. They're all gone. Oh, oh, there we go. So I don't have any Bitcoin in here. I have a little bit in my mining accounts, but Ethereum's my biggest coin. I got 3/4 of one for 1,200 bucks. The VThor. I didn't put that much into it, man. Um, yeah, I didn't put that much into it. I put like I think 100 and either 128 or 250, and it went through the roof. I think I put 250 into it, 258. Doge 913. I think it came down a little, but I wanted some Doge. So all these coins from here up, I have some of Litecoin. I wanted some Litecoin, and now I have some Litecoin. I did get some Neo. I got some cool coins, and I'm doing this as a kind of thinking how I want to invest different coins and not just investing in the hot one. Because if that was the case, I'd just be all in Bitcoin. Now, I admit I'm in Doge because of that, but I'm also into it because of how hot it is. Can't have Elon Musk talking about it, and Mark Cuban, and it not be worth a little bit of something in. You see the numbers I'm working with on the other side. I'm being very cautious as I get into this. I think I've only got 2,500 bucks, 2338 more that I can spend. But I'm going to be putting some money over here and doing it. And my main thing to say about all this, be careful. Don't put any money in you can't afford to lose. Like if you're putting your rent money in there, you're stupid. Don't do that. That's so dumb. But, if you've got a little bit of money around and maybe you stop going to Olive Garden 5 times a week, or basically eating out. Take half of your eating out money. Start cooking at home. Save some money. Throw it in the stock market. Throw it in some Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. And I guarantee you, it'll be well worth your. No, I don't guarantee that because you could lose it all. But I guarantee you, for me, it's been well worth it to make sure I'm regularly investing. It's just the only way to go. So, thanks for watching. I got to order a power supply today. I just ordered all my stuff to build my first rather good sized mining machine and all that. I don't know even what else to show you. I'm done with all this. Thanks for watching. Have a great day or night, whatever it is, wherever you are. OneOwnerCarGuy.com.